What is going on, people? Feroncio here, and welcome to episode 8 of AI Limit Walkthrough. So let's go on upstairs here, and before we board the train, just to collect this antidote, and now we can board. So exit through the gates, go to the right, go upstairs, and we will be on a brand new area called the Withered Forest. So before we proceed ahead, just take a right here, collect this piece of loot, and before resting at the branch, go talk to Castina and advance her dialogue.
Harissa?
Hello,
I'm on mother D is near how it even.
worth a shot?
I'm we don't understand. Wow.
Always make sure that you exhaust all the dialogue, activate the branch, and then proceed to this next area here. So this next area, a lot of strong enemies, all Necros and uncommon Necros. Really not what we are used to at the moment. So just make sure that you hit them hard, and try not to lower your sync rate too much. I'm going to be trying some parries. See, I already got my sync rate all the way down, so I don't like it. So there'll be another Necro coming up. And that was me trying to parry, and that's okay, but at least we got the sync rate back up, and we can always take a do. And on this next area here, two more very strong Necros. One to the right here. If this guy hits, we are in a sea of pain. And the other one is even worse. So let's pick up this loot, collect this loot. The next Necro, so before going in there, just collect this loot here on the bridge. Go back. So this next Necro even have a fire attack, so he is that bad. And after him we have an even stronger enemy that we need our sync rate to way up. So alright, so I got him, but this is not going to be enough. So what I'm going to do here is use one item in the inventory, a pure crystal, and get my sync rate up a little bit, because we need that sync rate all the way to stun lock this next enemy, because this is a very hard enemy. So instead of going down, we'll go over here to the right, and that's where we're going to find this guy right here. And we want to stun him as much as I can. We really don't want him to hit at all. And once he is done, we have the harpoon guy over here. And let's kill them before they can do any major damage. So now we only have the swamp, and we'll have to go down there on the swamp to finish this. So that out there, we don't need to worry about it. It's just a kind of a journal. And the best way to deal with this swamp is to run and collect that piece of loot over here. And we can see the branch from here. Right after that, we can just go run to the branch and then come back, deal with these enemies. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because there is nothing in here that we need to worry, but there is stuff on that side and fishes on this side. So from here, you don't, if you want to read that piece of journal, that's fine, but just go ahead, cross that swamp, go over here to the left, and let's rest at this branch and upgrade. Alright, so let's upgrade to strength 30. And from here, let's go take care of these other guys that we left behind. So, let's collect this piece of loot here. And then let's go back to that swamp area. So, remember, we have a couple of fishes. Don't take these fishes lightly. They can do some serious damage, and of course we will be in the swamp, so poison is always a problem. So let's move over here to where we were, and let's deal with the fishes. Then again, you know, two fishes, one, and there is one that is right here on the other side that we don't see, but we will come right after us when we go and attack this fish here. Yeah, fishing's not fun, especially inside that lake of poison. Okay, one is down. We still have one to go. The good thing is that once we poison, we cannot take any more poison anyway. So we collect the loot, and then we can go back and rest. So that is done. And then get rid of the poison. Now we do have one more enemy to this side, and I think we can tackle it from this little area here. Yeah, we'll go over here, and then we should be able to see him. We need to move into him as fast as we can, because he is going to start building, but it's not going to attack us until that thing is totally full. And we are clear right here. So this is it for this down area of the swamp, and then we can go back and rest at the branch and get rid of the poison and move into the next area. So from here, we'll take the same path that was the Shrieker and just rush towards that so it doesn't build that much and kill this guy here. And there is a guy with an electrifying harpoon on the other side, and we can deal with him. Ah, that was not what I wanted. So we went back all the way to the swamp area, and now I have to go back. Ah. So this is definitely not where I wanted to be. But since I am here, I'm going to deal with this part of the puzzle before we go back up. So this is a total different part of the puzzle that we've been through so far. So we got 2 strong Necros, and I think we have a path out there so we can just go and rest, but I am going to use some piercing here and get done with this Necros. Yeah, once we are done with this Necros, then right here over to this path, we should have nothing here. We should have a ladder, and we should be at the next branch. But we missed a lot, yep. So this ladder brings us to the next branch, which is okay. So we'll go ahead and activate this branch, and then we will teleport back. So first, let's see, we cannot upgrade. Oh, we are just 1,500 short. That's fine. So let's go and teleport. And teleport back to the Deadwoods, and then let's do the Deadwoods again. So then again, let's go over here, and let's pass the Shrieker, kill this guy, and then deal with this dude here. Very sassy. So let's kick this ladder down, and that was one of the problems. Now we'll have a pain guy that is going to try and throw us another electrifying spear while we're dealing with one of the big enemies. So I will be equipping one mini bomb, and a couple of mini bombs should take care of that guy. He is out there right on the top. And I wanted to go and deal with him before dealing with the big dude. But that's fine. So he has not noticed me, which is great. So but now he did. So I am going to throw a couple of bombs on him, and that takes care of that guy. So next we'll go collect this loot, and deal with this guy here. Then go up. Go over this beam here and over to this beam here. Collect this piece of loot. Okay, drop down here, and from here we will go over here to this next area, smash some of those crates. And don't go down there. We will be dropping to this platform, and then from here we will be dropping over here, and then from here we'll be dropping on this area here, and then we're going to be into a poison lake. We need to take care of the little snails first. So try not to get too much poison at the beginning. So we need to negotiate this very carefully. We need to, of course, pick up the big snail. The big snail is the one that we want the most. So we got one of the big snails. And now we need to deal with the little puppies. Yeah, these guys are a pain. Okay, so we finally got poisoned, but that is fine. Once we got poisoned, we got poisoned, so there is not much that we can do. So we got an upgrade on life 2, which is excellent. So just watch our life, and I think we still have one more of the big snails, or the small snail. Boy, this guy is a painful. Alright. So once we killed everyone, oh, he is not dead yet, but now he is. Once we kill every single one of them, just watch. Just make sure that you collect all the loot. And too good that this is not Elden Ring, so we do not get coated. But just go over here to the side, and now we can climb up. So this is the area that if we drop it over to this top ledge, and if we didn't do it, we will end up on the hole. So open up this shortcut. Smash this, and there is a couple of very fast, difficult enemies in here. Let's see if I can backstab. Good backstab him. First one is done. See if I can backstab this guy. Alright, so these two are done. Now we have some Necros up ahead. We already deal with those dudes, so we know what we're talking about. So this next area here is to the branch, but we do have the Necros here, so we can kill the Necros or go to the branch, whatever. We've been to the branch, so I am just going to try to deal with these Necros. But we already done with them. Oh, here it comes. One, it's coming. Oh, man. He pierced me. Look at that. Jeez. All right, so finally, and folks, I am with a single life too, but since we have 76% sync rate, I think I am going to go for this guy. Yeah, so he is done too. So next, let's go to the branch and finally rest and recover. I think we should have enough probably for a upgrade, but we'll see. So let's check for an upgrade. Yep, we have an upgrade, so let's up strength, and I'm going to pump strength all the way to 35 before starting pumping life. 35 is a soft cap. Then we'll have a blader to deal with. So blader is done. Then we get the corrupted bladed sword and collect this, and then we're going to get a very cool item right ahead. So climb this ladder and then climb this ladder. And then we'll get over here to the Arboretum. There is a memory right here. So let's collect this memory and another normal seal.
Run! I can't. I don't.
And unfortunately, we cannot get to that branch. Not yet. But we'll have an item right here to the right, and this guy allow us to respec for free. So from here I am actually going back to the branch, and I am going to respec. So this will allow me to do a couple of things. First, to demonstrate the ability reconstruction, and so we can respec for free. And also, if you remember, I put a point in technique to demonstrate the bone crackers, which unfortunately uh, scales with technique and not with strength. So that was a weapon that I could not use effectively. So this was not good. So by respecking, I'm going to pump up the strength all the way to where it was, life to 30 to 25 like it was. But now I get a couple more points in the strength to use it, and I have one more point in the strength until I reach the soft cap, and then I'm going to start pumping up life. So let's confirm this. And with that, I think we are done here. So let's go and move on back. We don't need to fight the blader, he is done. I don't think there is anything down on this crate, so yep, nothing. So we'll just go up and then down the rope to the next boss. So we don't need to go check memory or go into the arboretum anymore. Just take this rope here. So once we get here, there is an enemy behind here. And I have not equipped my weapon. So I am fighting him with my bare hands. So this has been quite fun, but let's see. Yeah. Kill him with my bare hands. So now let's go and equip our weapon again. That is not the weapon that I want. That is the weapon that I want. So now we are fully equipped, and I want to go and get rid of this guy here. And to do that, let's equip the piercing claw. And okay, so this guy is done, and I need to equip my rail that I also do not have equipped. So because of the reconstruction, so let's put the rail gun back, and since we do have some sync rate, alright, so we do not have enough, so I'll have to go and deal with this guy face to face. Okay. Alright, so once he is done, we can go back here, collect this loot that was on the other side, and then proceed. And we are at the next branch. So let's upgrade. And once we upgraded, we can continue here on the left. And At this next area, there'll be a guy on the top shooting harpoons. And there is another guy that is coming up. We're going to try to lure this dude here. But if he doesn't come, let's go and shoot the guy on the top. And then we can finish him with a portable ignition, provided that we can tag him and not tag the other guy. Alright, so he is done. So now we need to take care of this guy here. Try not to fall down. We'll mess with him later on. So deal with this guy. Then let's go up on the ladder. Pick up this piece of loot. Kill this guy. And from here, do not go across. That thing will collapse. We will try to get to this big guy down here. Let's get a piercing claw. Let's try to get rid of him very fast before he can do too much damage. And once we are done with him, get over here, collect this. We will get to the bridge, but on the other side. Let's go up. Pick up this piece of loot. Go over here. Let's deal with this guy here. And we'll go here. And there'll be two guys. There is a guy on the top and this guy on the bottom. We want to get the attention of the guy on the top. So let's once he is done, we want to get our piercing claw and get to this guy here. And get done with him really, really fast. Then we can go climb up. Pick up this dude here. Go back down. Collect this loot here. Okay. to jump down here. Go down here. Pick up this loot. Kick down this ladder. Go down. Because there is a couple of loose items in here that we need to deal with. But first, we're going to hit this branch. So we'll head straight to the boss, and then we'll come back here and deal with the swamp area. But about the boss, there'll be like 4 bosses in one. This is one of the most challenging bosses so far. Every time we deal damage to the main guy, a helper will spawn, and if we do not deal with the helper, there'll end up being a 3-1 fight, and the last guy is the most dangerous. So we need to deal with the helper as soon as they appear and keep on doing that so we keep the fight 2-1.
You're not welcome here!
And he is done. And we got a hunter's blade, and from here we can just go. Oh, look at that, an extra bomb coming up. We go up here where another branch is going to be waiting for us, And let's talk to Ficas.
You got rid
They
of
attacked.
survival, but this is the end of the boring.
You're.
Oh, not
Do you?
of course.
Why are you?
What?
Why?
Most they are. We're
Why did
me.
So.
Who? But Finn.
That. Oh.
Well, not the hit. What? Take this and pretend we never had this little chat. Go wherever you're. Go wherever you're supposed to go.
And let's proceed over here. And we are back to this run. So let's upgrade life, and let's collect a couple of loose loots all on the top, and then we'll deal 100% on the bottom. Let's kill this guy. Try to stay on this side so you don't drop down. But if you do drop, just take the stairs back up. Same thing for this guy here. If you by any chance drop down, just take that stairs back up. There is one piece of loot here. And then there is that other guy on the bridge, and we are going to be done with the top area. And this is it. From here I'm just moving to a safe site, then we will be teleporting back to the branch. And from here we will teleport back to another location. And let's go to the hunter's Drestel. And from here, guys, we'll move down this area here, and we will drop on this other ledge. If we drop, it's okay. Just go back up. And there is another enemy here. Alright, so we'll have to come down here anyway, but before that we need to go back up, because there is one piece of loot up here. All the way to the end. So let's pick up this diamond, and now we can go all the way to the other side and climb on this ladder. And smash these guys. Go over here. Drop down. And open up this chest. Pick up this raincoat, and now we have one fish and some screamers to deal on this area. So I am going to recommend that you deal with the fish first, because the fish is not that difficult, but make sure that you are topped up all the way to the max, because these guys can do a tremendous amount of damage, and there is poison on the swamp. There is no way to avoid that, and we will be hitting a lot of poison. So just be aggressive. Go into land if you need to decrease the poison level. But once you do that, we'll have to go, and there is no other way. So just go and hit these clusters. Pick up the loot, and now there is a screamer all the way out there. Just rush to him. Watch your life. Kill the other screamer. Collect the loot, and the poison is slowly coming down. We can negotiate that with mud balls, but once you're in the swamp, there is no way around that. So it is just a matter of time that this will continue to build up. So just manage. Try to get as much as you can from these guys. Watch your life, and once you're done here on this area, let's move on to the next. And there is another screamer out there. Just rush and try to get him before he builds piercing too much. And now we are done with him. Collect this piece of loot. The branch is right ahead, so if you want, we can just go and rest at the branch, and that's what I'm going to do, just to make sure that I'm fully healed. So from here, there are just a few more pieces of loot that we need to take care of. So we'll head straight to this piece here. Then there will be a Necro and a Screamer that we need to deal with. So just hit the Screamer really fast, hit the Necro. Then collect all the loot, just to make sense. There is one piece in the center, one piece down here, and on the crates there is one last here. And from here, before going up the stairs, there is a chest right here guarded by these clusters. Smash the clusters and loot the chest. Then we'll head up on this ladder. So try not to fall down. The best way to do this is just lure that guy. There is a harpoon guy throwing harpoons, and if you go out there, there is a good chance that you fall. So we'll try to stay within these areas here. So let's hit him, and once he come in, we hit here and then wait for the harpoon guy to throw the harpoon. And once he throws the harpoon, we can run all the way here, drop, smash the crates, pick up this luminous carbon, and we already dealt with the Screamer. So let's move on here and deal with this big guy here as fast as you can. Doesn't matter if you get poison. What it matters is that you deal with him fast And here we spawn little, be careful with the clusters as well. Here will spawn a little, but that's fine. We'll just go and kill this little guy here and then collect this other piece of loot, the road signs, kill the clusters. And there is one last piece of loot behind these trees. We already killed that guy over here. And we are done in this area, folks. So we are totally done. There is nothing else over here. We already been here. Lots of things that we have done. This is the area that we killed the Necro, so we can go back to the branch by walking here. And this is where we will rest and wrap up this episode. So folks, again, if you've been enjoying all this material, please go ahead, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for the channel for more content like this, and I will see you in the next episode.